Appreciate you and thank you very much. No way I will come to Nigeria and live without having to come and see you, especially to appreciate, most importantly, the role you played during our last general conference, UNESCO General Conference in Uzbekistan, in Samarkand. Not only as the representative of the Honorable Minister of Information and National Communication Orientation, but also in your own capacity as the head of this very important agency.
DG, sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We have with us today Her Excellency Dr. Hajo Sani, OON, the Nigerian Ambassador to UNESCO and Permanent Delegate. You are welcome to Africa's largest radio network. Some of our directors are busy there, but some of us here will introduce those of us here with you. Henrietta is our director, New Media. Wari is our head of procurement. Mr. Gidon is heading our program. Dr. Aremu, but we don't have doctors here. Aremu is our director by me. Now Musa, director in DG's office. We are privileged to have Shaka today as our director of South. He's here. Rock is our director of program, hobby and sports. Shade is our director of news. Who did I leave anybody here again? My name is Osana Omami. I'm the director of corporate communications. So once again, welcome to Radio Nigeria. We'll give you some minutes to tell us why you are here, and thereafter our DG. So you're welcome once again.
Thank you very much. Let me start on personal note. I'm happy to see a number of women who are holding key position in this very important agency. And at the same time, I'm happy to see that as a true Nigeria, and really proud with what is happening. And as a Radio Nigeria, at the largest radio station in Africa. And the news is getting all over, not even Africa, across border Africa. And thirdly, to say that the DG, who is not a new person to me, is somebody that we've been together during our school days. People will be wondering, and coming from the same part of Nigeria region at the same time. And I'm really very happy on a serious note to be here for many reasons, DG. First, let me thank you for this audience. And to also say that I must appreciate you and thank you very much. No way I will come to Nigeria and live without having to come and see you, especially to appreciate, most importantly, the role you played during our last general conference, UNESCO General Conference in Uzbekistan, in Samarkand. Not only as the representative of the Honorable Minister of Information and National Communication Orientation, but also in your own capacity as the head of this very important agency. An agency that has been so important in one of the very important, again, international agency, international program on development of communication of UNESCO. This agency is so important. It is an agency that is under the United Nations, recognized by United Nations, that is playing a very key role in terms of mobilizing media recognition and the role of media all over the world. So it's not only within UNESCO as an agency of the United Nations, but also United Nations itself. For the last 10 years, this agency was playing key role within this international program for development of communication council as a member. It was only in 2023 that we quit. We quitted in 2023, but last year at the Samarkand General Conference of UNESCO, we struggled to go back Unfortunately, we have so much for Nigeria. We are struggling, one, as member of the executive board of the UNESCO, and secondly, the role we are playing leading Africa. I, in person, have been one of the key, as a member of the African group, the whole group membership of 54 countries within UNESCO. And another thing that came up also for us, we're also struggling to head in one of the important commission in UNESCO, program and external relationship. Nigeria struggled with other countries like Pakistan. DG was there then, and we successfully were able to emerge now as the chair of that program and external relationship commission in Nigeria. That is one of the things that really kept us very busy, and we were struggling. While we are struggling, we wanted to come back to this membership of the international program on development of communication, but unfortunately the slot was taken away before we realized. I did all I could using my influence and connection over with the ambassador of Mozambique, who was heading that particular nomination committee. We tried over the night, but unfortunately, we don't want to look as if we are selfish. We had to allow other sister African countries to take over and continue. But the good news is, next year, during the 38th council meeting, we are planning, and I want to tell you, DG, we struggle, we try, all we can, we go back to that council again as member. The date has not been confirmed yet, but hopefully November 2027, we are going back to that commission. We struggle because it's so important for us, and for the 10 years Nigeria held that position, did really very well. And most of the African countries, to my greatest happiness, they are all supporting us. They are all behind us, and they want us to be there because they know the significant roles Nigeria can play, not only in that commission, but so many areas of programs and areas of UNESCO mandates: education, the culture, communication, information, and the sciences. We are really doing well, and we'll continue to do our best. We don't have succeeded without the cooperation and the support of people like you, the DG, and the Minister of Information and Culture, which the DG represented during our general conference and delivered the speech on behalf of the minister and on behalf of Nigeria as a whole. And we are very proud at that particular conference that we successfully got the final approval, UNESCO approval, for the establishment of International Media and Information Literacy Institute in Nigeria. Like, of course, the very first of its kind. The first, it wasn't an easy task. This is a struggle we started far back in 2022 when Nigeria hosted the International Media and Information meeting conference here, and the Abuja Declaration was adopted, and we said, okay, Nigeria should struggle and see. And the minister in particular really did very well, was always with us struggling with his support, giving us the goodwill of the government of Nigeria, of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and had done really very well in providing all the necessary resources and confirmation that yes, Nigeria has the capacity. We have the capacity, we are going to host this institute. And the good news again is that hopefully I'm going to have a meeting with the minister tomorrow. We are working towards the formal launch of the institute, maybe by the end of next month. It's going to be here. It's going to be a very important international event where many countries will come. We expect the Director-General of UNESCO to be here, and we hope Mr. President, of course. The President is the chief host, will also be there, and some African countries and some international partners will also be here, because this institution is not just an institution for Nigeria, it's not just for Africa, it's an institution for all, it's a global institute. It's a global institute, so it's not something that only Nigeria will benefit. And we keep on continue with our advocacy, we continue to project Nigeria, we continue to do our best in terms of showing the capacity of Nigeria and to say that we have the resources, Nigeria are very resourceful, and we'll continue to do our best in terms of projecting our country, not only as the largest in Africa, but we say we are always champion, because whatever we do, we keep on asking, what if there is issue? And sometimes bigger issue, they feel that Nigeria has the capacity to, they say, why not Nigeria? And we put our shoulder high and say, yes, we can do it. Just like Obama has taught us to do, yes, we can. So we continue to carry that slogan, yes, we can, and we continue to do our best. DG, thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm happy to meet with great teams, some people I know before, and we are still together, and we thank God for our lives and for us to continue to be doing what we have to do for our country. And because why? We don't have any other country than Nigeria. And I know as a communication agency, these are some of the things you promote. You keep on saying, you have taught us to say it. So we'll continue to be saying it, because that is the only way that we say we are proud Nigeria. Thank you, DG. I have a presentation I want to give to the DG, and this, our normal, usual, and magazines we print under UNESCO, our permanent delegation of Nigeria, UNESCO. This is just featuring the last visit of the Minister of State for Education. She was there immediately after the conference. She had to come because there are a lot of bilateral issues that we need to sit down and conclude. So she came over to Paris, and also we have a number of activities featuring the DG during the general conference.
Thank you very much, Madam Ambassador. Nigeria's ambassador to UNESCO and permanent delegate to UNESCO, Dr. Hajo Sani, my sister. That she has already referenced, we come a very long way. You know, we have a saying that if you want to be made, go to Unimed. I'm extremely happy to receive you here today. And as many of you might know, Dr. Hajo Sani has paid her dues for this country. She holds many important positions, including that of the Minister of the Federal Republic. And she's today, as you can see, she's representing us very well. And it just shows what Nigerian women can do. And by the way, is the director ICT. So more women. Yes. So we're really very proud to have you here today in Radio Nigeria. And like I said, we know you are doing great things at UNESCO for Nigeria. And we are ready to support you with all our resources to make sure that you succeed, because when you succeed, it's Nigerian women that succeed, it's Nigeria that succeeds. So this is very, very important for us. Here in Radio Nigeria, we know that UNESCO treats us as a very important organization. That is why we have the recognition as a Nigerian focal agency. So we cherish this recognition and to continue to justify why we've been chosen to play that very important role amongst many other media agencies, including public media agencies in this country. We have demonstrated that seriousness by going in full force to attend the last UNESCO conference that took place in Uzbekistan, in Samarkand, Uzbekistan. Radio Nigeria was fully represented. And like you have already mentioned, I had the privilege of also representing the minister and by extension Nigeria at that conference. And we are very proud of the role that the Nigerian delegation played under your leadership and guidance to produce the results that we got from that conference, which culminated in Nigeria earning the right to host this very, very important media institute that you have referenced. It's an institute whose hosting right we competed with many other countries of the world, and we got it. And thanks to all the efforts that you made, like you said, this thing started some 5-6 years back. We struggled, and because of your commitment and focus, with the help of of course, the Honorable Minister too played a very key role in that. But God finally crowned our efforts by getting that the right to host it. So we want to assure you that Radio Nigeria will provide all the support possible for this institute to take off successfully.